Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And incomplete to open things up.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And taken right at the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Burrow's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Burrow will throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joe Burrow, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon.
And I think we always seem to be just a tad surprised when we see Joe Burrow go into the end zone on a running play. He's got so many weapons around him. He tends to distribute the ball and let them carry it across. But he had 5 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year. Added another in the wild card win over Baltimore. I think he understands he's an extra dimension of their offense closer to the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he works makes his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First down. Here's Burrow. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Shifts by him, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Gets around him. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Another strong effort there from Shaq Barrett, and his 19-sack season of 2019 might prove to be the outlier of his career, but he has proven that he can consistently get double-digit sacks each season when healthy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. there's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, there was no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
67-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Burrow going to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. 49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique, In this case, none of it worked.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB is going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 43 yards.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So out come the Bucs now.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. It's Burrow.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
So what's the game? What's the deal, y'all? Bring it! You make the play. Dig down deep.
Jake Moody to kick
So
off
following the
49ers.
touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Complete. Jefferson to target. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Burrow. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Mahomes now on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gets this one to use check. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49ers first down.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as a tackle made at the 18. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First touchdown. Debo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Now it's Burrow. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Burrow's throw here complete to Kelsey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Burrow. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. but it's been tough sledding for him here the entire second half.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium.
Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, now how about this return?
Taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
He's to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. He goes 99 yards on the game's opening kick.
And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is pulled in by Adama Kelce.
It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They run for the first time here with Rachaad White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, good move. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down, here's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now here's Mahomes. Connects with Kittle underneath. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Mahomes now to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Samuel. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Kittle.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
McCaffrey. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now the Bucs down 10-7, a minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Throwing, Burrow. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Burrow.
Over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Burrow. Completes this to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw, Burrow.
And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Burrow.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Burrow.
Flush to his right. Yeah, he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Here it is. 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story of this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.